ExpressVPN. Keep your private financial data safe and secure with ExpressVPN. You can visit expressvpn.com/RTTV to learn all about it and get all the details. I see people going like this over there, like looking around.
There was no sound.
Also, the lower third was wrong. Hey, everyone.
Can we roll a fix?
I'm Gus. That's Kayla. And that's Chris. And I'm Gus. You know what? It's Monday. Everyone's got a case of the Mondays. It's fine.
The podcast is always on Monday.
Yeah, but sometimes it's some Mondays are more Monday than other Mondays.
The Mondayest Monday of all.
Yeah, this is
All
a
right,
very
Garfield.
Monday Monday.
Yeah. It's like a Garfield's worst nightmare. Speaking of nightmares,
Ooh, straight in.
what the fuck is this Fortnite Balenciaga stuff?
What are you talking about?
I guess there's doing that designer label. I don't even know how to say it. Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
They're doing like a Fortnite crossover thing where you can buy. One of the things they're selling is literally a red T-shirt that just says Fortnite in black letters, and it's $500.
I hate that.
Seems like good value.
There's a denim jacket that Eric wants that's $1,200.
Are you shitting me? Why?
It says Fortnite on it.
I dare you to buy it.
Ooh!
Do it.
A Chris Damaris Dare.
Yeah.
They don't call him Chris Dare Maris for nothing.
What the hell? I'm looking at
Why
it.
didn't you buy it?
Because I don't want it.
That's
But I dare you to buy it.
Buy it!
There's a $400 cap. I dare you to buy that.
You know,
I bet if you did buy it, you could sell it for like double one.
No, you
One of them's
can't.
out of stock. There's a red hat that's $400 that's out of stock. It says Fortnite.
The red shirt is already being resold for $1,080 on Grailed.
Look, this is it. It's literally, like I said, it's just a
It's
red shirt
also
that says
thugs.
Fortnite.
Yeah, it looks like someone that came free with the game.
$495.
Is it soft?
No,
Chris, I don't know. It's a website.
all of this looks like the exact same Fortnite merch that you can get for $15 at an H&M.
Yeah.
But somebody just put the word Balenciaga underneath it in like a very thin.
I bet you can buy this
serif
off
font.
Alibaba right now for like $5.
It looks bad. I could go to a Walmart, buy a Hanes extra beefy tee and one of those like iron-on transfer papers
Yeah.
and literally make this. They were like, do we have a graphic
dare you.
designer? I'll do it. Like, it's literally like they fired all of the graphic designers and they were just like, well, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, if I had to make a shirt,
Yeah.
that's what it would be. Like in Photoshop, they're like, well, here's the logo. It's transparency layer. Okay, drag it on the shirt. Like, there we go.
It's bad. This is so bad. I'm depressed. This is late stage capitalism, guys, at its finest. Capitalism breeds innovation, guys. Come on. Look at this white t-shirt that just has the Fortnite logo on it and the word Balenciaga
Wait, where does it say Balenciaga?
underneath
Under
Fortnite
Fortnite.
in a slightly smaller font.
Oh, see, that's what you're paying for.
Yeah, that's what you're paying for, the name brand recognition that you definitely can't get by buying a $12 pack of transfer paper at Walmart and making it yourself.
We're not telling you to do that.
I am.
We're just saying it's possible.
Listen,
If you want to buy
Is
a
that
shirt,
illegal to do that?
no.
I don't know.
It's basically like counterfeiting, but not really.
It's only illegal if you sell it, right?
yeah. If you want to buy a shirt, buy this one.
Yeah.
Black Box Down podcast shirt.
It's a good shirt.
Yeah.
And
But
it's-
if you want to flex on other 12-year-olds,
For $500, you could buy a lot of that shirt.
Yeah. Go buy $500 worth.
have you ever seen those videos of it's this dude and he goes to like just random places and they do like streetwear meetups and it's just like a bunch of like 12 to 19-year-olds just like, yeah, this is a Supreme t-shirt. They're always in like the UK. This is a Supreme t-shirt. I spent $500. And I'm like, where'd you get $500? And then it's like, and they try to see who has the most expensive outfit on, and it'll be like the most random shit. It'll just be like just a simple black belt, and they'll be like, yeah, this was like Fear of God, $1,800. And I'm like,
Why?
why and where and how and whose parents?
I once met a guy here in Austin. I'm not going to name names. I once met a guy here who worked for Dell back in the early 90s. And as a result, like he had a lot of Dell stock. You know,
Ooh,
it became worth
okay.
a lot. So he became
Is he single?
very wealthy. And he didn't work anymore. And he didn't use belts.
Suspenders?
He had ropes. He would like put a piece of rope through his belt loops and then just tie it at the front. He's like, yeah, there's no point in a belt. A rope's way better. You get it exactly the size you want.
You know,
That's. I mean, that's not. I've used pieces of twine When I didn't have a belt and my pants were, I'd be like, anything that you can tie, just even between two loops.
But why were you so far away from your house when you realized you needed a belt?
Because pants stretch
throughout the day?
Yeah.
Or I just didn't put my belt on and I forgot, and I'm like,
No, I'm saying when you realized when you were walking out of your house.
like my pants.
No, it's like throughout the day, they stretch and they move and they loosen.
Gavin, when I left my house, my pants were on my couch. Like it was. Well, I said that wrong.
When I left my pants, from the couch, it was the most embarrassing day of my life.
My pants were on my couch, which was right by my door. So the last thing I did when I walked out my door was put on my pants and shoes, and then walk out. So it's like I didn't think about belts.
Sure.
Fair play.
I just already had a belt on it.
I just feel like I'd be like 20 feet out the front door and I'd be like, I should get a belt. I'm right here.
Not if you're,
Sure.
well, you don't drive cars.
Oh, you like stepped out immediately into a car. You were a mile away before you do it.
With no pants.
Yeah, it's easier for you to tell by not driving cars when you don't have a belt on.
Well, I feel silly now because I bought these jeans from Levi that did come with a belt rope.
Oh my God.
So I feel the fool.
Maybe that dude was just ahead
he
of
was
his
an
time. He was an
innovator.
innovator.
Do you use the rope?
It looks nice with the pants.
Does it?
Yeah. It's pretty nice. It's a nice vibe. They were very expensive jeans.
You could have been on that on that show.
The rope
Streetwear.
was like $35 of the whole purchase price, probably.
Really?
Yeah, if I got them ropeless, they probably would have come in a little bit less.
That's the price of a belt. That's more than a belt.
I feel like if you're paying for a belt rope, you at least need a nice end on it.
Yeah, because it's just going to fray.
It's already a little frayed.
Yeah.
It's knotted. It's not loose, not limp. It's knotted.
But you know
know
what
how-
this is? This is us like parents being, why am I buying jeans with holes in them?
Yeah.
Is that
Why am
old
I
Grandpa
buying
Jerry
jeans with
Seinfeld?
belts?
What was that?
What's the deal with the jeans with the holes?
Speaking of Grandpa Jerry
Yeah, I don't like
Seinfeld,
the knot
have you
at the
seen? He's like doing ads because Seinfeld, I guess, is going to be on Comedy Central.
Wait, what?
They like recreate, like there's like an ad where they recreated just like a little bit of the door and like the buzzer, and then
Recently.
yeah, and then it's like you hear like someone bring the buzzer, like Comedy Central here, we have episodes of Seinfeld, and then like old Jerry Seinfeld comes in, and he's like, what? And he's like talking to them through the intercom. He's like, why did they make this commercial? Why not just be like Seinfeld? It's you remember that show from
Yeah.
25 years ago? Yeah, it is. It's
Well,
Comedy
minimum.
Central.
He must have had that must have been some sort of deal where we want Seinfeld to
Yeah.
be in it.
Right, but how is that I guess maybe people who are going to watch Seinfeld, like I know that was a big deal. Like he
It's on
got a lot of
demand
money
everywhere.
from syndication. What's that?
It's on demand and
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's like, let's roll out Jerry Seinfeld and
Let's tune
recreate
in.
a 5 foot section of the apartment.
Yeah.
That's weird. I had a dream. I wonder if it was related to this, that Seinfeld was coming back, like they were rebooting it and doing another season. And to the point where I asked someone about it, like, did you hear about Seinfeld coming back?
in real life you asked someone?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, you're a fucking weirdo, by the way, Chris.
Why?
We were over here earlier today, and
Well-
everyone was working on something. Then, like, all of a sudden, Chris looks up out of the blue and goes, "Hey, did y'all see that new Batman trailer?"
And everybody got really excited.
We're like, "What? There's a new Batman trailer?" He goes, "Well, no, like the trailer for the new Batman." And we're like, "Do you mean the one that came out like forever ago?" He's like, "Yeah, that one. What y'all think about that?" We're like, "Chris, no one's talking about Batman. Two, that's old as shit. You can't like look up and be like, have you seen the new Batman trailer?"
Well, when I saw it, I didn't talk to anyone about it. And
You gotta make up for lost time.
Hey,
I
have you
feel
guys-
like-
you guys see the season 1 Mandalorian trailer? what do you think about that?
There's a baby Yoda.
well, I guess it's like one of those things. It's like when you're not always in the office working around people, you don't have those like conversations where you're like at home
Water-
watching something, and I was like, I want to talk to someone about this, and I forgot to bring it up any other time.
When did that come
Chris.
out?
If you time traveled, you could get away with it. No one would notice.
Do you have like a notepad of like water cooler topics you missed during the pandemic?
No.
That you're just like going through like a Rolodex of like just like polite conversation.
No. I
The
just
new Batman trailer, not the Batman trailer. Did you see the new Batman trailer?
yeah, I rephrased it. I said the Batman,
Because
the
everyone
trailer
stopped
for
what
the
they
new
were
Batman.
doing and
Yeah.
turned and looked at you. And, what? There's a new one?
Yeah.
And then I could see it on your face, like, oh shit, this might not be new. And you're like rethought your process.
The new to me Batman trailer.
Well, I had seen it a while back. I just want to clarify. I just hadn't thought about it.
Why not ask about the movie?
Well, the movie hasn't come out.
Okay.
So I had to ask about the trailer.
That makes sense.
When does it come out?
I don't know.
Matt
Is that the daddy movie?
Reeves, Batman.
Is Warner making that?
Yeah.
That's
It's-
DC,
it's
right?
Batman,
Yeah.
Let's see.
Is that the only trailer that's come out for it?
March 4th, 2022.
I think so. Yeah.
So when did the trailer come out?
Oh, when did that trailer? I don't even know.
I think it's about a month ago.
What? I thought it was longer than that.
It feels like longer.
Maybe
It
it's
feels
been
like
longer.
midsummer. Like I'm gonna say July.
Did you see it a month ago?
I think I don't know.
Exclusive. God. So many people re-upload it, and then
Yeah.
there's like all these fucked up dates
Yeah.
on it. It looks like May 2nd.
May?
It came out May.
I can't fucking tell. There's like so many of them.
There's always like those fake trailers. It's such
Right,
A
that's why I
weird,
can't-
it's such a weird industry where it's just like when people know like a movie is coming out, so they upload a trailer, but it's just like clips from a thing that's completely unrelated, and you're like, oh, well, I guess you got my Google AdSense dollar. I don't know. Like it's so stupid. Like what's the end game there? When the movie actually comes out and people click on that, like I don't know. I'm not smart as those people. They're probably making money off of it somehow. It's not for naught.
Okay. DC's The Batman official trailer 2 4 months ago.
4 months ago.
Why are you surprised?
It just seems so long ago.
May 8th, 2021.
Chris
Is
has been
this it?
cryogenically frozen.
Okay, I
in
understand
between
why everyone-
videos.
Reacted.
But you said you saw it a month ago.
I feel.
So you're asking about something that you saw a month ago that came out 4 months ago.
In chat, Fran the person says it came out last year.
No.
I don't know who to believe.
What? No.
I don't know. Maybe I saw it when it came out and I forgot about it, and I saw it again. And I was like, "Who is that?" And then I remembered who the Batman was.
Bruce Wayne the whole time.
What happened to his parents? Are we ever going to find out
Yeah.
what's going on with that?
Hey Gavin, what'd you think about the new Fast and Furious trailer?
Thought it was pretty good. It was way better than the movie.
What?
What?
I'm a little confused. I was like, "Is there a new Fast and Furious?"
No, it's F9 that came out like 6 months ago.
I didn't know if there's a new one.
Oh, like an F10?
Yeah.
There will be,
There
I'm
will be.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, I think they're doing the last one as a trilogy by itself.
The last one
It's gonna
as
be
a trilogy.
F10 parts 1 through 3.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
I think that's what
they
they said.
can't do that.
I think that's what they said. I think it's going to be the final
is it
movie, but it's going to be
10.333, 10.666, and then like 10.9.
10.999. It's going to be a hard sell in the German market.
I hope they do that. Like I watched those Neon Genesis Evangelion movies on Amazon Prime, and they've got all. It's like Evangelion 1,
Yeah.
Evangelion 2+1, Evangelion 3.333, Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0. Those are the actual
the
names of the
titles.
movies.
It's like it's like the Kingdom Heart games.
Yeah.
There's like Kingdom Heart 0.5. It comes after 3 chronologically. What? Huh? And it's like, yeah, and then we also have like 52/7. It's not related to the days of the weeks or the months or the number of weeks in a year. What?
So the full part 10 of Fast and Furious experience will be
9
like
hours.
8 or 9 hours.
Yeah.
How long can a movie be? Like, what if they just said Fast 10 is going to be 9 hours?
I think the longest movie's ever been was like 11 hours or something.
What movie is that? Like a Lord of the Rings?
No, this was just one movie. That's
was the
technically
movie?
3 movies.
What was it? You know what it was?
I don't know. I don't
I
know.
found the list of the longest films ever.
Are they French?
I bet there's going to be one that's like a week long.
Are they foreign?
This is definitely foreign. What is this? Is this
Foreign.
French or is this Italian? Well, no, this is Bangladeshi.
Ah, yes. Notoriously confused with French and Italian.
Amra Ekta Cinema Banabo. That's why. It's,
But how long is it?
Is it erotic? Is it a thriller?
I don't know.
Is it
It's
an erotic thriller? My
It
favorite.
can't be. No one lasts that long.
it's
for it to be-
21 hours long.
Yeah, that's
21 hours?
Oh,
That's like 3 Marvel movies.
speaking of movies, I sent you a movie a couple of months ago. I forgot about it. I meant to talk about it in the podcast until right now. What was it called? The Machine or Machines? It was like a documentary about like sweatshops in India.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Depresso.
And it was like a month or two ago I sent you that. It's a movie with not a lot of dialogue. That's just like machines operating, and then the people having to work around them. It's shot really well. Like it's really hypnotic at times, but then you're like, oh, these are people, and this
Yeah.
is what they have to do every day to make a living. Like this is incredibly depressing. This is a filthy, unsafe work environment,
Yeah.
and this is also we can get $500 Balenciaga shirts.
It's the movie equivalent of oh god, was that a book that basically changed like the whole meat packing industry?
It was fuck.
Ah, right? We all read it.
the city. I would say urban. Fucking.
I'm like, is it? I'm like,
Urban Jungle? No.
I wanted to say Urban Decay, but that is a makeup palette.
You have a laptop right there.
Yeah, movie book.
Book.
Was that it?
It
Jungle?
might, the jungle sounds right.
I don't think it's the jungle.
I think it is. It might
it?
be. Is it by F something? Fuck! God, I'd be failing my high school test so hard right now.
I hope someone in
Yeah,
chat.
Upton Sinclair. The Jungle.
Upton
that's it,
Sinclair, yeah, that book was fucked up. I'm glad it, made kids not have to work and people get ground into machines sometimes in places.
Listen, kids, that's how important it is. I still remember it to this day.
So what? People getting sucked into meat grinders?
Yeah. Just like, oh, dad's dead. We all gotta send the kids to work, and then it's just like, oh, we love Johnny. He's the best one in the family, and then it's just like, oh, Johnny's gonna lose a hand. Sorry.
Yeah.
If you get sucked into a meat grinder,
They do put the meat out.
how far up? Say you're going toes in. How far up would you have to go before you said just don't stop it, keep it going? Like, at what point would you be like?
I think
'cause-
always stop.
Oh.
No. But there might be a point
There's
where
a
you're
point,
like,
yeah, where it's no good.
Let
Like
me
just below
die?
crotch level.
Yeah.
Because like once you get up to here, then it's like you're getting all like your innards
Yeah,
all
like, once you get
mushed
past-
up.
That's
yeah.
once you're past the groin, it's game over.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like at a
Finish
certain
me.
point, you'd be like, no, just keep it going. Don't stop it now, please. Like, you're like, no, please stop. No,
I
don't
don't
stop.
think
Put
you
it,
should
turn it
make
back
that
on. Turn it back on.
decision in the moment. I don't think you.
I don't know. You might.
I feel like stop the machine and then assess afterwards.
You made
10 seconds afterwards. If not, cave my head in. But I don't think we should just let people go all the way.
Well, no, it'd be their call
I.
in this meat grind.
How
would
It's an
you signal
accident.
that?
Okay, here's the thing.
Hit the button. Hit the.
Here's the thing.
It's good.
If it's a meat grinder, once it starts, finish me. But if it's one of those deli slicers, I feel like if you get here, you get there, and I'm like, all right, I'll take it. That feels cleaner, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you get. Oh, man, if you get even to like anywhere to the stomach, I think you're like.
Once you start hitting the organs.
Organs,
that's
yeah, because I
no
feel
good.
like at that point it's just gonna pull your stuff out and you over.
Yeah,
Game over.
then you're just prolonging it.
Tom
what happened to,
Bombadil in chat. Tom Bombadil 92 says, "I don't like this conversation."
I don't like it either.
Isn't that what happened to Benicio in that James Bond movie? Got sucked down in the meat grinder.
That
Did he?
sucks.
I don't remember.
Does suck. And because it was Timothy Dalton playing Bond, instead of like a corny one-liner, he just screams, "Turn the machine off!" And you don't expect it because it's actually a sensible thing that Bond would say instead of, "Ooh, look at that." Cool.
Rise and grind.
But he'd be like, turn the machine off. Wait, no. At this point, you should just let
Let it ride. Let it
Bloody
ride.
machine off.
I found out the other day, yesterday, I found out that there's a Criterion edition of the Michael Bay movie, The Rock.
How is it different?
I don't know, but it's out of stock. Like, I was like, I want to buy this movie just because it seems so weird to me. There's a Criterion edition of The Rock.
of a Michael Bay movie.
Right. But I went to the Criterion website and they were sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be like out of print. They probably don't.
So
I doubt there's
popular.
a big
No, it's
demand.
just so popular, flying off the shelves every day. What is The Rock?
It's
It's about Alcatraz.
yeah, some
Alcatraz.
soldiers
these-
take
was that
over
Pelican?
Alcatraz with poison nerve gas, and they aim like these rockets of poison
Yeah.
nerve gas at San Francisco, and they make demands of the U.S. government. And so
Sick.
Nicolas Cage is like an expert FBI nerve agent person who has to break in and find Sean Connery, who's like a
He's the only
convicted-
person who's escaped
Right.
the Rock.
But he briefly has like a
Is this
chase scene in a Lamborghini or something. Or
and a
some point, is it?
Humvee.
That was them trying to convince Sean Connery to do the mission.
Right. I've heard like fan theories that in The Rock, the Sean Connery character is James Bond.
What?
That because
So
he
he
was
was
like,
retired?
yeah, he was like, you know, a British special services agent. Who, you know, like they figure out like all this timeline stuff, like, and Sean Connery played James Bond and
Yeah.
like all these things to try to retcon it.
But I
you
don't
ever
like the idea of Michael Bay making a James Bond movie.
Well, it's not,
Well,
this is a Nicolas Cage movie featuring James Bond.
Yeah.
Okay.
James Bond's the side character.
It's not a terrible Michael Bay movie.
No, that's I think the
What's a
best
good
of
one?
them.
Yeah, it's before he became a caricature of himself.
Yeah.
I like the all of the weird homoerotic Transformers films he made.
I've only seen the first Transformers film. I've never seen
That's
any of the others.
included in that classification.
The outtakes for The Rock.
$275?
For the movie?
You can buy the Criterion version on Amazon.
$275?
$2.75.
Hey, just expense it. Gus, use that Amex. Use that corporate card. Expense it.
$2.75. It was $40 on the Criterion website.
Maybe it's someone who buys all the Criterion movies and then got it and watched it and was like, nah.
Nah,
This doesn't deserve it.
I don't think so. They slowly peel the Criterion part off of this.
There's some outtakes of Ed Harris in The Rock where, because he does a lot of his lines like on the phone,
Yeah.
he's talking to people. But there's this like one scene where either he's not getting it right or like someone's pissing him off, like guy with the smoke machine is pissing him off. And Michael Bay's like, come on, you can do that. And then he's just in character the whole time. And he keeps getting frustrated. He's like, and he's got the phone. And eventually he's messed up so many times that he just takes the phone and slams it on the table like 16 times. He's like, and it is terrifying.
Is that
it is like, I would not like to be on that set. Because he was going ape shit.
Is that in the movie? Or
No.
Is that outtake?
It's outtakes.
Oh, woof.
It's scary.
Did-
Okay.
It's a scary man.
Russell
Did he,
Crowe
what did he
moment.
say when it was done? When he smashed the thing, did he apologize or was he just like,
He apologized to the guy he got annoyed at. I think he wasn't like going ape
What
shit
about to
at
the
the
phone?
crew. But he like messed up the phone. I think
Yeah.
he was just trying to stay in character and stay annoyed for the scene.
Oh, jeez.
But a little bit method. It was a little bit scary.
wait, so he was acting and did it, or was
No,
he
it was when-
actually mad?
Nowhere in the movie does he slam the phone. He was just doing that like while he was flubbing.
Okay.
Okay.
So, okay.
That's wild. Actors are allowed to do anything, get away with murder if they want to.
We should there's like the asshole FBI agent that Sean Connery hates in that movie. His name is Womack. And I think there's a line where Sean Connery goes up to him and says, like, Womack, you son of a bitch. We should clip that. And I should make it like my alert sound anytime Todd Womack sends me a message.
You know, can we put that into Slack? Can we bolt that in like all the weird
Sound
emojis
effects.
we all have?
Yeah, like a Womack, you son of a bitch sound. Oh, man. This episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast is brought to you by MeUndies. If there's one MeUndies collection you won't want to ghost, it's this one. Get it? Well, you'll get it in a minute. You've heard me talk about MeUndies all the time. It's because I really do love them. I'm wearing them right now. The best underwear I've ever owned. I think I'm wearing like the dinosaur ones right now. They're green. Whether you're outrunning a killer or being abducted by aliens this Halloween, be comforted by the fact that your undies are sustainable and the softest in town. MeUndies are made from natural fibers sourced from beechwood trees, making their micro-modal fabric soft, breathable, and dangerously cozy. Get your spooky season up and haunting with 5 new prints: I See You, My Boo, Tricks and Treats, Lazy Bones, and Lazy Pumpkin. Available in undies, bralettes, socks, and loungewear in sizes extra small through 4XL. There's a lot of options for you to consider. Make a decision quickly because there's somebody right behind you. Boo. MeUndies has a great offer for our listeners. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. MeUndies also has a promise: if you're not satisfied with any product for any reason, you can return your order for a full refund within 45 days. So to get 15% off your first order, free shipping, and a 100% satisfaction guarantee, go to MeUndies.com/roosterteeth. That's MeUndies.com/roosterteeth. Boo. The Rock. I can't remember the last time I thought about that.
I want to
movie.
watch that movie.
I watched
it's on
it fairly
Hulu.
recently.
Did you really?
Something-
Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, he was trying to convince Sean Connery and he escaped. Yeah.
There's one of those movies I found out recently. Maybe it was on the podcast. That was it. Con Air is not a Michael Bay movie.
What?
It's produced by Michael.
Right, that's it. It's produced by
Not directed.
right. It feels
by-
like a Michael Bay movie, but it's not.
That's the one where they're flying all the cons and then the plane like breaks down or something, or they steal it.
They
or-
take over.
Oh,
the plane.
I know why.
Steal
We
it.
talked about it on the Black Box Down.
The supplementary.
A
episode.
supplementary episode where we break down the movies.
Yeah, those are always fun
with
to
plane
do.
crash. Yeah.
Yeah, we did that with the people from SCP, which is like one of the Bloody Disgusting podcasts, and then we were voices on an episode of their podcast
that's
that came
fun.
out like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
which was a lot of fun. the what was the episode was called The Parabola of Gravity, but I played kind of in that episode I played kind of the character I was playing was like kind of dumb, and maybe he'd only read the word parabola but never heard anyone say it, so I kept pronouncing it parabola every time it was one of my lines. And the guy who was putting the audio together, who was editing it all together, said that when he heard that line for the first time, he had to stop for 5 minutes because he just started laughing.
That's funny.
What's the worst word that you mispronounced for a while before realizing it? Like you'd read it a lot and never realized how it was said aloud.
Oh, there must be one.
There's so many.
I got a bad one.
It's like every word. I don't know words good.
I for a long time, whenever I would say Chicago, I would put a real hard CH emphasis on it and say Chicago.
That's like
Right, which is like, that's how it looks. I can't imagine why you would say, and I mean like until I was like 30. like it's
Chicago.
yeah,
Chicago.
Maybe like 35.
Yeah.
maybe like 35.
Listen to some old podcasts and
You definitely hear it.
I don't know when it was. It couldn't have been. I don't determined.
No.
I said Dietermind.
No. How old were you when you did that?
I don't know. I must have been elementary school or something. It was a while ago because it was a word I had read, but never like set up.
Dietermind.
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 I remember the first time I saw the word damn spelled out.
DAMN?
Yeah, it was so foreign to me that I didn't know it was a swear, and B, thought it was pronounced Damon, and I thought it was like the name of. I was like reading like a random loose volume of Dragon Ball that I found in my grandmother's basement
Why did your grandmother have that?
because she did like after school care, and one of the teen boys left it.
Okay.
And I was just like, oh, I've seen this on Cartoon Network. And I was reading it, and I was like, oh, this is way more violent than the cartoon is, with a lot more swearing. But that's the only one I can think of. Every other word I mispronounce, I do it intentionally, like decorative.
No. Okay.
Yeah. It gives it more pomp, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Gavin? You think of any?
I remember it wasn't like I was pronouncing it wrong. I never understood idiot written down. Like I never linked it to the word idiot when I was younger. I was like, what's an what's an idiot? And I was like, and I knew idiot, and I would say idiot, but I was like, I just didn't
know.
click that it was written that way. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's idiot. That's the word idiot.
How perfect.
Yeah.
For me, it's like that whenever I see the word fiery written down.
Oh yeah.
It's like, this isn't right. It's like the E and the R.
How should it?
It's FIERY.
But how should it be in your head? How does it?
FIREY. Fire E.
Okay.
Not fiery.
Okay.
Okay.
Guy Fiery.
Guy Fiery.
I remember once when I was in 9th grade, I was in my health class, and if you're in the state of Texas, like this is this is the worst of the worst.
Health class.
Health class is like how
Yeah.
you learn all the
How to
body
not
and
have
sex
sex,
stuff,
yeah.
right?
Sometimes.
And right, well, how you learn about abstinence.
Yeah.
But my health teacher was a coach, and it was like when he wasn't doing PE, he would come in and teach the health class, and a lot of times he would make us read out loud from the book to the class because I'm sure he didn't have a fucking lesson plan or anything. And like I said, 9th grade, so for like 14 or 15, he called on this one girl to read a passage out loud, and she kept saying penis instead of penis. And I was just there, like, looking down at my book going, don't laugh. Don't laugh. For the love of God, don't. He's
Did
going to
she-
send you to the office if you laugh right now.
Did she not ever hear the word before?
I guess not.
Well, it is Texas.
Yeah, she kept saying penis
I had
over
the
and
opposite.
over.
I had the opposite
Oh,
of that,
no.
where we had a teacher who had a jar of like pennies or something, and I don't remember. I think it was on her desk, and it was like she said it was like her like retirement fund or it was her like something, and she'd always make jokes about it, and everyone would laugh, and we would try and get her to talk about her pennies, but it was because instead of saying pennies, she said penis. And so
Where's
everyone
she
was
from?
like,
Does she have an accent?
yeah,
It's my
No, Chris is from East Texas.
yeah. So it was
okay.
penis. Like,
Penis. Yeah.
my penis. My penis. Oh, I need my penis.
Oh, it's like the Reba McEntire thing where she's trying to say ice, but it sounds like ass
Yeah.
because she's Southern.
Yeah. So everyone was just like, oh, get her to say pennies.
Oh God.
And she thought she thought she was being really funny, making jokes about pennies.
But she was missing the joke.
Yeah.
I saw a video on YouTube the other day about this guy. I've seen this guy's videos before. Like he's this white guy who lives in New York who speaks like multiple dialects of Chinese very fluently, and he like goes into like
restaurants
Chinese
and
restaurants.
stuff, yeah.
Surprises people with fluent.
Right. But
always fun.
he had this video where he had a series of videos. He's like, listen, I've never spoken Korean before. I'm going to try to see how much I can learn in 24 hours. And then I'm going to go talk to random people in Koreatown in New York. So it's like he just like found a tutor and then just like studied for a day. He's like, all right, I'm going to go up to strangers and try to just have conversations with people. And it wasn't great, but he could. Like,
It's better than if any of us had tried it.
yeah. And then he had another one
I assume.
where he was like, I've been studying Spanish for a little while. Today I'm going to go out to, an area with a bunch of Spanish speaking people, and I'm just going to try to speak Spanish to everyone I meet and then go about my day. And he films himself. It's like, it's pretty good. Like, it's not bad. Like, I would never say, oh, that guy's like a native speaker, but it's like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
yeah, he's got really good vocabulary. And
Can anyone do that?
I
Well,
guess.
I think if you have an aptitude for languages
Yeah.
and you've learned a bunch of languages, and certain languages have like if you're like Romance, or they're based in Latin, right?
Yeah.
So they all have some similarities.
That's one of the things he
So I
said
think
about
it's-
Spanish is there's a lot of overlap in like base words, and you could kind of like
Spanish,
Get through that.
Bangladeshi, they're all the same.
They're all the same.
Spanglish.
I would love to see that rom-com. I feel like when you guys were in like elementary school or middle school or whenever you had like your first like your body talk, did they split you guys up into boys and girls like separately?
No, not my school.
I got I got cheated out of my talk.
How?
I never got one.
They didn't want
Do
you
you
to
want to
know.
have it now?
Yeah, you went to school in Texas.
No, what happened, I think, this is my theory, because I always had seen it on TV, and I was like looking forward to it because I thought it'd be funny.
Seen what on TV?
Like the
Porn.
Sex talk?
the sex talk in schools, like
Yeah.
where the gym teacher comes out and
Yeah,
explains
like
sex.
Mean Girls.
Yeah, like it's a scene that you'd seen, and I was looking forward to it, and I never got it, and I think it was because I lived in Mississippi. I think I
Even
somehow
worse.
Even worse in Texas somehow.
well, I think but I only lived in Mississippi for a year.
It was that- it was that
And I
year
think
though.
I
One
missed
place.
it, and I also moved. So I think between moving around and I somehow missed all the sex
Yeah.
talks.
So they probably had it like earlier where you moved to and later
Yeah.
in Mississippi.
Yeah,
If
or
at all.
not at all.
Yeah, it is Mississippi.
or like however it was, I didn't have it, and it was pissed me off.
That
It sucks that you were so excited. Like, when did you realize that you didn't have it? Were you like 22?
I
and
kept
you were like,
expecting
"Shit, I-"
it
Like,
in
every-
middle school, and I was like, "They're gonna wait till high school?" Like I was
In
like,
chat, Edgar Allan Ho says Chris not getting the talk makes so much sense.
I got a talk from my parents.
How
They gave me a
bad was
book.
it? They give you a book?
They gave me a book.
I feel like
It's not a talk.
No, they
Yeah.
gave me a talk and then supplemental
Supplementally
reading.
a book.
What book was it?
Yeah,
what was it
book
called?
it?
I don't.
Don't lie. You know what
No,
it was
I
fucking
really
called.
don't remember.
You
but
know,
I
you
do
remember.
I remember the images. They had drawings, hand drawings of naked people.
So how was? What did they say to you before?
Can I? No.
Hey, what makes-
I'll admit something embarrassing.
You did not.
You jerked
You
off to
did
it?
not.
you jerked off to it.
Hell yeah. That's so
Well, now I want to see the cover of the book.
See, wait, was this the art style but for like boys?
No. It was more.
Don't show him his ex. He doesn't want to see that.
It was a little more realistic. Than
Okay,
that.
I feel like well,
I'm so happy that I know Chris in real life. I feel like I don't make the most of it. Excellent.
everybody got a book though. I feel,
I did not.
especially this guy. Yeah,
I got a video
you got a video from your parents or from school?
from school.
No, I mean like from your parents. Like I feel like every parent gives you like a really awkward talk, and then they just like leave a book on your bed one day.
Nah, I didn't get anything.
I never got a talk. I never
get a
got a
talk.
book.
Okay.
Nothing.
Just got a video at
This,
school.
this might be in my age group thing because I'm looking. This book came out in 1998, and almost every girl that I know that's like in my age group got the same book. It's called The Care and I think it was called The Care and Keeping of You, or like Your Body and You, or something like that. And it's just like it was just. Everybody got this book, and there's this one page that is burned into all of our memories. It's a drawing of like cartoon girl putting a tampon in, and we all saw it, and we all have it in our collective memory. And I've brought it up to multiple like friend groups, and everybody's like, "Yeah, I had that same book. I remember that exact image." It made me like never want to use a tampon until I was like in college, and I was like, "Oh, cool, Universal." Anyway,
Was it graphic?
A bit.
Or is it more like a graphic version of like a Kathy comic?
Yeah, well,
Sunday
That's
news.
the comic.
yeah, basically. Yeah, it's like a diagram, but it looks like it was drawn by the Caillou artist.
Oh,
It's weird. Yeah, it's bad.
I opened up a private tab to try to find this book.
Oh, it's
Chris
this
was
one.
Talking about no, the one.
the one he's
I'm
talking
gonna,
about.
got it, like-
I'll look it up. I would recognize the cover. Let me see if I can.
I don't know.
It was also like it was Christian themed. So
Oh, I
Oh,
love that for
Christian
you.
theme.
I love that for you. I feel like
for Christian teenagers.
they should teach it all together because I feel like everybody needs to know about everybody's parts. In that, when we did something today and we were all talking about periods, that's why it's on my mind. And Blaine found something out for the first time like today, and I was like,
What was
Blaine,
it?
you're like 30. It was. I think it's like sometimes like when you on your period, it makes you shit.
Oh.
Like, and he was just like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah, that's like a thing.
that
And there
period.
was like something I don't remember. There was like another thing, and he was like, "Oh, I had no idea." And I was like, "They should." I feel like everybody should learn
Well,
it.
Blaine's also
together.
from Texas. I
He's
mean,
also from Texas. I'm from Georgia. I didn't get a sex ed. I got abstinence only.
So they
But
just
in
told
that
you
book
not to
from my
bang?
parents.
Was this the cover, Chris?
No, it wasn't that.
It looks like a bathroom sign.
Yeah,
and
it
you
does.
have to think,
Toilets
you have to
created
think
by God.
about
No, they
it.
might have updated
You
it.
have to
Yeah, that's
think
the thing. They
about
could have
that.
They could have
updated the
updated the
cover.
art.
Very long.
I'll my mom still has a bunch of stuff that we had when we were
Does
kids.
it elaborate?
Yeah.
She's got your sticky
Well,
book.
she randomly kept things for like grandkids, and then she like messaged me.
Your kids don't need your sticky book, Chris.
he unsticks a page just like that. Could have been you.
I,
I'm sorry.
my mom texted me the other day. I guess I had a book when I was a kid. It was called Science in a Bag.
Okay.
It was like here's an image of it.
Okay.
She was like, and she was I guess asking me if it's okay if she gave my old book to my sister because she's pregnant. She's like, if you're okay with it, I'm gonna entrust Science in a Bag to your sister. I know she'll take good care of it. And I was like, that's fine. Like, that's cool with me. And I was like, she also doesn't believe in climate change. So I was like, you've kept science in a bag
Yeah.
this whole time. That
Yeah.
explains.
Yeah.
Why is it called science in a bag? What does that mean?
You know,
think it's
science
about-
in the bag. All the science you can do in the bag. All you need is a bag and science.
Oh, okay.
You know how many experiments you can do in a single
Yeah, I think it was
Ziploc
like
bag?
a series of things you could do it with a bag, like grow seeds and stuff.
Yeah.
Like all,
Slime, probably.
yeah, probably slime or
That thing with the borax and the Elmer's glue.
What's that?
What's
one?
that?
Silly putty,
what?
which is different from slime.
What?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
make your own
white
silly
glue,
putty?
borax, and
What is borax?
it's a cleaning agent.
you can buy it at,
You put
like,
it in your
a hardware
laundry
store.
to
You
boost
can
it
do
like
this?
OxyClean.
It's
Yeah.
nice.
Borax
yeah,
also kills ants.
that it does.
It
Very
also
useful for a
changes
lot
flame
of
color.
things.
Right.
What is it? Boric acid.
Oh, you're right.
Is that
I
in
used to be in an
borax?
ant killing
I think so.
club.
You what?
And I remember like when I was
Wait,
like
what'd you say?
5, an ant killing club.
What is that?
It was a club where me and my friends would go.
Every time, okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it. No, I'm gonna say it. Chris, every time I learn something about you, I'm like, these are all different parts of a serial killer suit.
No.
It all sounds like the first episode of a 4-part series on the last podcast on the left.
No, it was like fire
He's giving us
ants. They
all
were like,
pieces
they
that we
were
put
like,
together after
Investigators
he's killed.
found a sticky book in his room with many pages stuck together.
well, we got his DNA all over.
We found a bag full of seeds and a box full of dead ants.
It was like, I remember, I must have been like 4 or 5 because it was like waiting. I was
That's so young to start murdering.
I wasn't murdering. There were fire ants that had bit us, and then so then we were like,
That was revenge.
Oh, it was, vengeance.
Like me and my friend got bitten up by fire ants, so then we decided to like every day while we were waiting, because we had because whenever we didn't like we'd wait for our siblings to get out of school,
Yeah.
you know, because like when you're in what is that thing before you go to school?
Preschool.
Preschool.
Before school, preschool.
We'd wait for the kids get out, and we'd. I remember bringing my Ninja Turtle toys, and we'd try and get all the ants.
Oh, so you weren't stomping them; you were attacking them with turtles.
Not turtles, like I had the
turtles.
plastic sword and a plastic.
I see.
Okay.
What is the 3-prong thing?
The sai.
Sai. We stab ants.
Stab ants.
It was dangerous.
I feel like when I was a kid, me and my friend got bitten by ants, and we just stayed away from ant hills.
Well, you didn't have a club to defend yourself.
Chris came up to me earlier, and I thought he had a really serious question. Like, he had his phone, and he's like, hold on, wait, I'm going to find something. Then he walked away. I guess he was still looking for it. Then I went on to go do something else. And I was sitting down on a couch, and he came over next to me. He's like, I need your advice on something.
Oh my god!
I was like, okay. And he's like looking on his phone. He pulls something up. He's like, look at this. And it's like a picture of a metal box that's like 6 inches by 6 inches. And he goes, do you think I should cover this up or turn it into a robot? And I said, what? And he goes, I've got this box. Should I just like cover it or make it a robot? And I said, well, obviously you put googly eyes on it and make it a robot.
Yeah.
He's like, okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Thanks. I was like, he came up like so serious to
Were
me.
you flattered that he needed your advice on that one?
I was like, what?
It's in my laundry room. I'm like painting it and
What
stuff.
is it?
Well, it's an electrical box, but it has like arms and legs because of
That's
it has.
cute.
I'll show you a picture of it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should show you a picture when I'm done with it.
Oh, I want to
But
see
he's
it.
like, he seemed so serious. Like, I need your advice. I was like, oh shit.
You must have the
It
best.
was. It is serious.
Yeah.
I like that. That's one of your top priority problems.
Yeah.
Well, here,
Your
you
life
can-
must be awesome.
So
Robot crafting.
like you can see it. So I'm like.
Oh yeah,
painting
that
and-
does look like a robot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, he's right. Are you gonna put a tinier box on top for the head?
Huh? Well, I covered that hole up, but I will put a hat on it or
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
But yeah, all it needs is one arm and some eyes. And,
Yeah.
And it's a robot.
Yeah. I'm thinking tinier box for the head though.
That's a good
Be-
idea.
well,
Yeah.
yeah.
What are you gonna do for an arm? Like some dryer tubing or something?
Maybe some conduit or something.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep smacking it.
Anyway, so it'll be my robot.
What's that got to do with work?
Well, nothing.
Oh, okay.
We
Just
were
like a-
we were in
was
between. We
personal
were shooting
advice.
something, and we were in between,
Yeah.
and I was
Fair
just,
play.
and I had to decide like today.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't imagine what would happen if you didn't.
Well, I'm gonna paint like tonight.
He's painting.
Oh, you
He's
tonight.
doing he's doing home renovations.
You can't convert it to a robot later.
Yeah.
Well, if I paint, it's silver now. If I paint it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to cover it up where I
Don't.
paint.
Well, I will say, don't paint. I feel like I watch a lot of TikToks. The worst thing I see is like the ironic like landlord videos where they're just like, it's like, oh, don't tape this up, just paint over it because you get those light switches. They're just
Right, there's, like,
18 layers of paint.
more
So I
paint
feel
than
like
plastic,
in
yeah.
the long run, not painting it in the first place is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
move.
yeah.
For
And-
real advice. Time. Yeah, make it a robot. I'll be.
That'd be cool. I discovered it too. It was in a box.
the electrical box.
Was in the
It was like
box.
in a box. It was like someone had wooded him in.
I'm losing my mind.
He showed me those photos too. He's that's actually a good
wait,
description.
You uncovered it and then asked if you should cover it.
Recover it.
No, I didn't want to cover it. I meant paint over it.
Is that what you said? Okay, that's what I said.
Okay.
Okay.
But if you didn't, why
Well, I found a
did-
box
Was
in
the-
my laundry room.
was
I was
the
like, "What's in the
box
box?"
A robot.
Robot.
A robot head, apparently.
Yeah. Someone's trying to stop the rise of the machines.
Have you? Speaking of Rise of the Machine, have you ever? Has your Google ever heard you talk and?
Oh,
think
yeah.
you- Okay,
All the
so my roommate's cat's name is Gogo. So when I talk to the cat, a lot of the times my Google hears it.
Oh,
It sucks so bad. But one time I was like Gogo was like she was scratching up my little ottoman thing in my room, and I was like, "Hey Gogo, you dumb bitch, stop it!" And then Google was like, "I'm sorry if I did something to offend you, but you don't have to take that tone with me." And I was like, "I don't like that. That made me uncomfy. I don't like that." I always say please and thank you to my Google Home. So
Are you worried that there's a person listening?
no, I'm worried that when the Google inevitably becomes sentient, she'll remember that like a fucking BioShock game character.
Just unplug it.
is there a way to program your like things to respond to Go Gadget? Because that would be cool.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah, you can when you put in a prompt. When you make your custom prompts in the app, you can make the prompt be anything you want. So you can say like "Go Gadget weather" and it will tell you what the weather is. It's just a weather and rain noise machine, which yes, I could do on my phone to a speaker, but like I like having the Google Home. It's nice.
Why don't you put the Google Home in the robot?
Well, it's in the laundry room. I don't.
It's an electrical
like,
circuit.
No, just for like if you want to have a chat with it, you don't have to like not for convenience,
That'd be
just
fun.
for because you're obviously going to bring people home and show them the robot,
I'll
right?
be. And then you can be like, robot, what's the weather? And then you can like
and that,
You
I
could
don't-
put like a fake little speaker in the middle
Yeah.
of
that
it.
could be
like
his
it's playing
hat. That
music.
could be his hat.
his
yeah.
head could be a Google Home. They're like $30.
But then I'm gonna be like, hey, come look at the corner of my laundry room and talk to it.
Well, you've made it a robot. You might as well make the most out of it.
You could, when you have people over, you could just have it playing music, and there's like, "What's that?" You'd be like, "Oh, my robot's listening to music," and they say, "What?" You go, "Yeah, come on, take a look," and you show them your robot.
Yeah, they won't see my robot I made. I made a robot in the laundry room. The laundry room, one of the second wettest room in the house. Yeah, I put a robot in there.
The first, no.
Nobody knows where you are, right?
First wettest room, is that what you're about to say?
I did. I stopped myself.
Third wettest if you're, nasty. What the hell were we talking about?
I don't know. We were talking about sex.
I
and-
do have. I have a.
This all started, by the way, from mispronouncing words. That's how we ended
Yeah,
up here.
okay.
So wait, how did you learn how to bang?
Yeah, who taught you how to fuck?
trial and error, man.
That's it. That's instinct,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Instinct.
I mean, I did read the book,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
Or at least looked at the pictures.
Yeah. You figured it out.
Yeah.
You're like, how many holes? Shit.
I only expressed it. I showed you my robot. Please respond.
Give it the voice, Chris.
This episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast is brought to you by Purple. When you have a Purple mattress, you'll sleep like a baby no matter what the world throws at you. It's because only Purple mattresses have the Grid, a unique ventilated design that allows for air to flow through, which keeps you cool. The Grid also supports and cushions your body in all the right places no matter how you sleep. Unlike memory foam, which remembers everything, the Grid bounces back as you move and shift so you never feel stuck. It really is great. It keeps you super cool. No matter how you move, you don't have to worry about like getting hot and then having to shift or anything. No matter what, you just feel great. The Grid is there for your comfort, for your support. So try your Purple mattress risk-free with free shipping and returns. Financing is available too. Purple is comfort reinvented. Right now, you get 10% off any order of $200 or more. Go to purple.com/teeth10. Use promo code teeth10. That's teeth and the number 10. It's purple.com/teeth10, promo code teeth10 for 10% off any order of $200 or more. Purple.com/teeth10, promo code teeth10. Terms apply.
I have a weird interaction I had.
No.
Okay.
This isn't my fault. I got an advertisement in the mail. It was a coupon for a new pizza place that just opened up,
Okay.
and it said like, buy a large pizza, get a free medium pizza, or something like that. And it said, check out order now. You can order through our new website, but there was no code to use the coupon on the website,
Yeah.
and there was no expiration date on
The
the
coupon.
And so I went to the website and I was like, it's not working. I was like, it's impossible to use this thing that they sent to advertise their new website
Right.
To use.
using the thing. So I call them.
Of course.
I'm like, hey, can I do this? I have this coupon, and the guy's like, oh, that's not a coupon. That's not, we didn't send that out. I was like,
What?
what do you? I mean, it's like, yeah, that's too good of a deal.
Why would we ever do that? There's no date.
He was like, no, I don't think I don't. He's like, I don't believe you. Like, basically, I was like,
Thought you made it.
yeah, I was like, no, I mean, it came in the mail. Is this pizza place? And he's like, yeah, but that can't be ours. That can't be our coupon. That I don't believe you.
Wait, is someone pulling the lock?
I was like, well, it came in the mail. Someone must have mailed it out. And he was like, I was like, can I order it? And then like, he's like, yeah, but I was like, he wanted me to pay in advance. I was like, oh, well, I'm only gonna pay what the coupon like. And he was like, all right, well, I guess we'll settle this when you get in. Like, can you bring? I was like, what? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I will bring it into the store to show you that it's legit. And he's like, okay.
All right. I don't know
And
about
then-
that.
But he's like, I'll make the pizza, but like, I don't like.
But
And I was like, so I showed him. He's like, and he like cussed, like, and like I think blamed someone's. I don't know. It was like, he was. I can't believe that's a thing. We're gonna lose money on these.
This
Was this
fucking
like
guy.
a local, like a mom and pop pizza
It
place,
was a
or like
it was a
Was
pizza
it,
place.
was it Gaddy's?
No, it was it's a
place
pizza place
sucks.
next to Lala's.
Fuck's
Lala is the bar off of like Burnett.
Okay.
Nope.
Anyway, but there's no expiration date on it. So
And there's no limit one use.
Oh yeah, and he didn't take it because I think he was so flabbergasted by it.
So did you get the free?
I did get the free pizza.
What was the deal? Do you mind me asking?
Yeah.
No, it was
It's
buy a
just
large it was like buy a large pizza, get a free medium, and there were no specifications on what type of pizza. So I think
So you could like buy a large $12 cheese pizza
and then get
or
whatever you
get
wanted
a
for
free,
medium.
like all the toppings
Yeah.
mediums. They're gonna lose so much money on this.
I guess so, but I just couldn't believe that he was like arguing with me about it, like whether or not it was real, and I had to bring it in.
See, a normal person like me, I just would have given up. Like, I can't use this on the website? Okay, oh well, in the trash.
Yeah, we should have balled it up and thrown it
No,
away.
but then I
but
was
I
like-
think I'm with Chris. I don't think any of that is your fault.
No, I don't think
No,
any
it's
of
not
it's your
his fault.
fault. I just wouldn't have followed through with it.
Yeah, I would have.
Not
Well,
at
I
all.
was like curious. I was like, well, it was, and then I had to prove a point when he was like, "That's not real." I had to go in then.
And then you're like, I think it is. What do you think, robot? And the robot was like,
Today's weather is 87 degrees, slightly cloudy with a chance of rain. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Thank you, Robot. You always know what to
that
say.
place. I've eaten at another location of this place before.
What's it called?
He didn't say it, so I don't want
blast
to say
them.
I mean,
You don't wanna
they
pull
were
an
fine.
Elijah
They did their deal. They didn't like
Yeah,
like,
they're
cheat me
good
out of it.
guys.
They followed through with it.
Yeah.
so you were the first person that tried to use this.
I guess so, or at least with that guy working there.
Wait, hold on. This guy was in your mailbox?
Came on my mailbox.
You look at those?
Yeah.
Every piece of junk mail, I just throw it in the recycling immediately.
Yeah, the U.S. postal system is just moving trash around.
It's
Right.
basically it's basically a spam. It's a spam inbox and like IRL. It sucks.
I think I get 2 pieces of mail a month that I need.
Really? Oh,
maybe.
Yeah. Somebody, one time I was looking at a thing where I think I was trying to like refinance my student loans 3 years ago. And now every address I've ever moved to, I get 6 letters a week. That's just like, do you want this sketchy predatory loan? Do you want this sketchy predatory loan? How about this sketchy predatory loan? And I can't make them stop. I put it into one website. And it's been 3 years nonstop of just those every single day. I get like 1 a day minimum.
I don't know why you
Sucks.
can't just turn off mail. Like if I've wanted to remove a mailbox everywhere. Like where does
This was a Seinfeld episode.
was it really?
Yeah, Kramer just doesn't want mail anymore,
I've never
right?
seen
I'm with Kramer on that one. But they'll just dump it on the floor. You have to have mail.
It sucks.
It's littering. It's
Yeah.
the mailman throwing shit at my front
It
door.
literally is. It's always like it'll be like, hey, here's not even coupons, just the prices of food at a grocery store I'm never gonna shop at.
Yeah.
Someone telling me to like vote for something I don't want to vote for, and then like again the weird predatory loans, and then
And
sometimes
pizza coupons.
yeah, but also now me and my roommate, we rent our house from like just some dudes, just some gay guys that live down the street from us, and now we keep getting these like, I want to buy your home cash, I want to buy your home cash, and I'm just like, fuck, we're gonna lose our house because we do not pay the area rate. I'll tell you that.
What if you tried to sell it? How far down the process do you think you could get before they were like,
I could
oh,
probably,
you don't own it?
Yeah, I'll forge a deed. That's on them for not doing their due diligence and realizing that me and my roommate.
But that's one of the things you
aren't
pay
too
for is they
gay
do their
Yeah,
due
yeah.
diligence. That's part of the process.
Yeah.
Is you pay someone way too much money so they can say
Well,
yes,
you
this
should-
person legally owns it.
You should do it. Go through the process.
waste their time.
No. Then go to landlords and say, but I want the realtor fee. You lose your house.
Yeah, but I get like
but then
10K.
they'd have to break the lease in order to sell it.
Yeah.
So then they'd have to pay you more.
Lease. I don't have a lease anymore. Are you kidding me? Month to month.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
never mind. My plan won't
Isn't that more
work.
expensive?
Not for our specific situation.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it feels like they like I feel like we're just like a monthly deposit that they get into a random PayPal account. Like I've never spoken to them. I've never seen them. They've never seen me. Just pays them every. Like I Venmo my roommate and she like pays them. Like I have
It's
none.
like no trace of
I
you.
have none interaction with them. The lease I signed was literally like the default one that you print from like the Texas landlord
Yeah.
website or whatever. And the terms were just like, and if this lease ends, you just keep paying until we don't want you living there anymore. So that's where we're at.
Nice.
Cool.
So hopefully they don't sell our house. It would be nice to not have that happen.
They're probably holding on to it. I feel like if you don't need to sell right now
Yeah.
in Austin, you hold on to it.
Yeah, I think
because
they also
everything's
have
going
other-
up in value so much. It's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
I think they have other houses too. But yeah, I'm just worried because it's in it's like in an area that's just getting real peak gentrification right now. So
So all of Austin.
yeah, no. I mean like peak, like when I moved in, there was none houses, and now there's 3 of those like ugly box houses around us. And like I saw one of them on Zillow, and it was like one of them was like 28K, like 2,800 a month to rent, and it was like 1.5 million to buy, and I was like, it's so fugs and tiny, and but oh god, I'm so worried.
When I
estate.
bought my first house in Austin, it was 2009, and the way I bought it was I looked for the cheapest. Literally, I sorted real estate by like
Low to
price,
high.
low to high,
Like it's a Forever 21 part.
and I found the cheapest house on the list that like it needed a lot of work, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like tear down, and that's the house I bought. I paid in 2009. I paid $180,000 for
That's
it.
not a lot.
It just sold earlier this year. Obviously, I sold it when I moved
$3
out.
million.
Someone else bought it, and that other person sold it, and it sold for almost $600,000.
That's insane.
It was a cool house. It was very tight.
It was tiny. It was fucking small. I was like,
Was that the one
can't-
where you climbed through the window?
Yeah. I can't believe someone got almost $600,000 for that house after like 12 years that have just passed by.
Wow.
The real estate market in Austin
Yeah.
is
It's insane.
insane. It's off
stupid.
the rails.
It's the same thing with the apartments too, though. Sorry.
I think if people want to see it, can I say what we filmed?
yeah.
there?
We filmed
the
part of
Atari,
Kid in
the
there.
Atari Kid at that house.
That's fun.
Can't keep going up though, surely.
I don't.
You're right. It's gonna have to stop sometime.
I don't know if you know this about America, Gavin, but we run on something called capitalism, and that just means the numbers go up and up and up, and they never go down ever because it's a perfect system. And there has never been any sort of economic bubble that has ever burst or popped or anything.
That's why I was
of the
able to
like
buy my house
ever.
in 2009. I was like, oh, the economy crashed.
Yo, when you said,
Sweet.
when you said 2009, I was literally like, oh, he got like a housing bubble crash house.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was like, oh, the market went down a little bit. Bye.
It was like I think my parents did the same thing. Like that's when they bought their house, like literally like 2008.
Yeah.
So how does it work? Do the recessions just get closer and closer together until there's
Until we
no
roam
such
ourselves.
economy?
Yeah, until we're literally Rome. Yeah, isn't that fun? You can always go back. You got a place to go to. What are you crying
True,
for?
but everything I like is here.
Oh, his place is also fucked too.
Yeah, all that stuff's
well,
going
yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about. Oh yeah, you guys are.
I can get an
bones.
Italian passport.
Oh yeah,
Like maybe I'll get that one.
that's probably better.
I mean, it's still in the E EU.
I feel like it's much better.
Nah, I guess you got the EU.
Yeah. You know, that support system that apparently one country needed that they thought they didn't need. That's also on that subreddit we were talking about. Just a lot of posts about Brexit.
Yeah.
People just like, there's no food here. And it's like, well, yeah, because it's being imported from everywhere else. And now you took yourself out of the line.
Wasn't there like a deal where where the UK's having a truck driver shortage?
Yeah,
And
because they kicked out because they were like, we don't want any immigrants here, and then now they're just like, wait, nobody's delivering all the stuff
And
and
then I
doing all
think
the
they
jobs
had
we
a
don't want to do.
classic like there's fear of a fuel shortage
Yeah.
that causes the fuel shortage thing that happened here recently.
That's real Texas shit. That's real
Yeah.
hot girl shit.
Well, that's why we ran out of toilet paper.
Yeah,
Fear of.
fear of diarrhea, I guess, and not being able to get toilet paper.
It's just not that important.
Yeah,
Toilet
Get a
paper?
bidet, grow up.
I mean, you can still get away without using it.
Yeah,
You just have to take a lot of showers.
your shower's
Just
right
wash your
there.
hands a
Yeah.
lot afterwards.
I feel like no. I feel like it's the
What do you mean,
lowest. It's the
You're the
lowest
one who doesn't want to
priority.
wash your butt in the shower.
Well, I mean, it's not like
It's gay,
food.
yeah.
It's not like we're gonna die without bog roll.
Oh, okay.
You say bog roll?
Yeah,
Is that what it's called in your country?
bog roll. Yeah,
I've never
you're in
heard
the you're
that.
in the bog.
The bathroom's called the bog.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
B.O.G.
It's pretty gross.
You know what that sounds like a southern thing though. I can see it now. You know how like they're like the southern accent's the original British accent, but then when America happened, the Brits changed their accent
Yeah.
to distance themselves from southerners. So
yeah, we all
Shakespeare
started going
sounds
like,
good.
oh yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So Shakespeare sounds better in a southern accent. Bogwash sounds like something like my grandma would have said.
Did you say bog wash?
Or,
sounds like
or-
Bog roll.
Bog
Bog
wash
roll?
is when you flush someone's head in the toilet.
That's a full. Are you serious?
Yeah,
It's called a fleshy here.
I thought it was called a swirly.
Swirly.
Oh wait.
Speaking of mispronouncing words,
Do you have a word for wedgie?
No. Well,
Like-
wedgie,
like
probably.
a tippy toppy uppy or
Oh,
something.
maybe. I feel like there is something.
Did you ever
A wicket.
Sticky
what,
wicket.
a wicket?
I don't know.
That's in
That's
cricket.
that's a
It's a cricket.
Oh wait, no.
A bloomer uppy.
A bloomer rupee.
Bloomer.
No, that sounds a little too Australian.
A boggy bloomer. There we go. We figured it out. Putting them together.
When you were a kid, is there anything you did like to emulate something you'd seen on like
All the
TV
time.
or that as an adult you're like, I can't believe I did that?
All of it. Everything I've ever done up until yesterday and probably tomorrow.
Like, there's one thing I don't know if I've ever told anyone this, but I will tell it now.
Jerking it too up.
No, well, I don't think I told anyone that either.
I like how you said you wanted to confess something embarrassing, and we all knew. You didn't have to say it. But anyway, what is it?
I still to this day love Calvin and Hobbes. It's like, but there was and as a kid, I loved Calvin and Hobbes when I was like, I think I started reading when I was like 6 or
Yeah.
something, 7 or whatever. I started reading, and there was a comic where Calvin and Hobbes, Calvin, he didn't like taking baths, where he went in the toilet and then flushed the toilet,
Right, yeah.
and then got out, and I was like, that's genius.
No. How is that better? You're still getting wet.
And so one time I was like, I'm gonna do it. And my mom told me to go take a bath, and I got in the toilet.
You like got feet first in the toilet?
I
Or you
sat-
sat.
How old were you?
How old are you?
I must have been like 6,
So you just folded yourself up.
I was-
like a contortionist.
and I flushed the toilet and splashed around and got out and told my mom I'd taken a bath.
What did she say?
She said you smell like shit, Chris.
I don't think she was like checking. You know, I was like drying off.
Oh my god.
Every puzzle piece we get. Every puzzle piece we get.
That is disgusting.
That's the worst thing.
I can't imagine if I had a kid and they did that. I'd go straight to the orphanage.
They never.
I mean, like
No
there'd be
one
no
never knew.
discussion. It'd be like, get in the car, Chris.
No one ever knew.
You're going to a farm.
Y'all
You're
are the
gonna be
first
able
people to
run.
Going
know.
upstate, Chris.
Y'all are the first ones I
You-
told.
that
Did you
is-
use soap?
No.
No, because he didn't want to take a bath.
No,
He was just getting
Calvin
wet.
didn't use soap.
Are you gonna tell your mom?
No.
That's so. I was like, oh, what's the weird? Like, I used to you remember sock 'em boppers?
Yeah, it's talking about they're like inflatable. Like
Yeah.
Punching your
Yeah.
friends.
Funner
Yeah.
than the pillow fight. Yeah. I used to have those, and I had like a baton, like a twirly baton, and I would stick the sock 'em boppers on each end, and I pretend I was
Yeah.
benching weight. Because, and if you want to tell me that you're not born gay, explain that science. I had a robe, and I would put on like my little Hanes tank top, and I had these little like pink Valentine's Day boxers that my grandma bought me, and I pretend I was a boxer training for a fight, and I would lay on our like living room like table like this, and I would put them on, and I would pretend I was benching while I watched like Pokemon and like cartoons. And again, you tell me that you're not born gay because
How much could you bench?
I could bench like a sock and bopper, but then that got too easy. My mom had these little like pink,
When it
like-
got too easy.
Yeah, my mom had these little pink like 2-pound weights with like handles on them, and I would slide those over the thing to add weight because I was like, gotta get defined, gotta get cut for the summer, got a big fight coming up. I never watched boxing either. I didn't.
knew.
I just knew. I saw like I probably like walked into a room when like Rocky was playing on the TV, and I got hyper fixated on it. Like.
you should have. You would have been a good candidate for the ant
The
Ant Killer Club.
ant killer club.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't need weapons. I got these guns.
What do you bench now?
Well, I bench now, not a lot. I think 90 is where I maxed out. I have a very weak chest.
Did I ever tell you all about the Skittle Club?
How many clubs were you in?
Clubs.
I had a lot of clubs when I was a kid. I made up clubs.
What's the Skittle Club? Is this a club where you
Are you-
give candy to ants and then kill them?
Yeah, you leave Skittles
Entrapment.
outside as a trap, and then you say, "These fire ants are coming for me. Stand my ground." And then you kill all the
Kayla,
ants.
fight them, and Kayla would show up and just start punching the ant mound.
I had
Entrapment.
an uncle who I liked Skittles, and he would always send me a bunch of Skittles for like like my birthday or whatever, just like a bunch of Skittles. Like to a kid, like what felt like I have
Skittles forever.
Skittles forever, right? And so I bring them to school, and I kind of inadvertently created like a mafia.
You're like those kids that used to sell silly bands at school.
Well, like I don't know. I didn't do. It's in my. I was just giving people Skittles, but like I created like a system where I could only give away. I could only give people the Skittles up to the ranking that they had achieved. What the fuck? So like I had ranked all the Skittles based upon which ones were my favorites, and then
Which was at top?
well at that time it was purple, which
Okay.
I don't stand by today.
Yeah, terrible taste.
Is it red now?
I don't know. It is probably maybe orange. I don't know. But orange was second, I think, on the. Anyway, I'd ranked them all, and so
Murderer.
so I would give people Skittles, and kids like
stressed.
candy, and the
yes.
only way you could rank up
Can we make that as a shirt?
Yeah.
the only way you could rank up in the Skittle Club is by doing me favors.
Well, you like keep it. Did you have a list of where everyone was ranked?
Yes,
You just-
and I'd be like, so if I wanted something, I could be like, well, like, can I cut you in line?
I feel high.
Like, and I would rank them up in the Skittle Club, and I had everyone in the school do me. Well, not everyone in
Was
school.
there just a big armchair in the middle of the playground that you sat on?
well, and like everyone would do favors for me because they want to
Wait,
rank up in the Skittle.
So were you
Club.
like sorting the Skittles into like in
No, I would just had bags of Skittles, and I'd be
And
like,
Skittles isn't
Oh,
code for
you-
drugs,
you-
right?
They were Skittles. This was like- I was like-
candy.
You
seven.
ranked them by the color.
By
You
the
tiered
color.
them by color.
yeah. So you could, if you were the lowest ranking member of the Skittle Club, you could only have like yellow Skittles.
Hey, you guys.
Yellow stores?
You
I
guys
think it
know
was-
that Damaris doesn't play around for nothing less than a yellow Skittle.
But
Don't
then
even fucking talk to me
like
if you red.
the highest rank was rainbow. You could get any Skittle you wanted. And those like my chief officers. Like
How many rainbows were there?
there were like
system.
4
Yeah.
until one
How
time.
many yellows were there?
I don't remember all. I had a binder.
Yellows.
Chris,
There must
did
have been a
you make an
shitload.
MLM.
I think I did. I don't know what, but I had people like people just like do anything for Skittles.
Were people recruiting
Anything?
Skittlers below them to try
Yeah.
and... Was that commission?
I don't think there was commission, but like it was just like if I wanted something, I could
having-
get it.
Could they do favors to each other
there a Skittle cruise?
within
No, I
the
don't think it was that. I needed it to be a
only for you?
yeah.
Just for you.
I mean,
I'm
and I
having
didn't
an
intend for this. I wasn't
out-of-body
like I'm gonna
experience.
come up with this like mobster style. Like I want to be the king of the Skittles.
Skittles.
I was
No.
just like giving people Skittles and came up with a club.
In chat, JNC626 called you Chris Don Maris.
Yeah.
Were any of the teachers getting involved?
They didn't want to join the
It's a
Skittles.
conflict of interest. It's a thin blue line that separates the teachers from the Skittle Club.
It's a thin red packet. That's it.
That's
Hey,
amazing.
you know, I heard
Yeah, that mean-
Damaris got a new shipment in today. Hoping to rank up. No, I did his homework.
Yeah.
Took a swirly for him. I'm in the rainbow level now.
Took the bog wash.
I took the bug wash. I'm disassociating right now. Am I even here?
Did I tell a story about how I had a school had a spaceship in a hedge and I almost killed someone?
Wait, what?
What?
There was like a hedgerow that connected the playground to like a pub. It was like in between. There was like a nice
Did you go
hole.
after school?
I wasn't old enough. There was a hole in the hedge, and I would get inside, and there were like compartments either side of it, but you'd all have to come through my hole. But it felt a little bit like a spaceship. There was like branches that felt like levers and stuff. So I had like a gunner and like a navigator to either side, and we were like just doing this in the hedge, and then we didn't realize, but there was a brick like
No.
stuck up in the tree above the navigator position. And
There's a brick in the tree.
Some kid
suspended
threw
brick.
a brick into a bush.
I guess at some point someone chucked the brick. But we were like there, we were like, yeah, there's like aliens and shit. We're fighting the aliens, and then there's a brick fell down and like hit a dude on the shoulder. But I think if it hit his head, he would have been brain damaged. It was like really high up there.
Did it hurt his shoulder?
It like cracked his bone or something.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's whimsical. Sure. Okay.
It's some Final Destination
Yeah, that's
shit.
crazy. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Someone was telling me that they they knew a friend who was just like riding a bike or walking down a trail, and then like a tree fell on him. and killed him or
And
something.
then he became governor. Oh,
No, but then they were, and it was just like a one of those random freak accidents, and they're
that's
like,
crazy.
it happened to like a friend, and they're like, and that changed my life, and now I'm, like it was like one of those things that like those inspirational stories about like making the most of your life because
Yeah.
it's like a tree fell on someone,
Jesus.
but
Think about how many
Yeah.
times there's no one walking under a tree. And it's pretty amazing that they kill so many people.
Yeah.
Or
Maim a
oh,
spine.
do you want to hear a crazy story that
I would love to
I
hear
would
a crazy
love to
story,
hear another
Chris.
crazy
Yeah.
Chris story. Absolutely.
It's not a club. I had more clubs. I'll tell about it later. But my aunt was telling me that when she was a
The
kid,
one you crushed with
Yeah.
the. Oh, you said aunt.
my aunt was telling me that when she was in elementary school, they had a microwave and they were microwaving something.
Okay.
And her friend, like one of her good friends, she said she was standing right next to it. The microwave exploded, like the door flew off of it in an explosion. Because and then they determined the cause of it was, that like brown recycled paper.
Yeah.
There were like fragments of metal in the recycled paper, and it metal in a microwave,
Yeah.
and the microwave exploded, and her friend got like blinded or something by a microwave explosion. So
Because that's why you should never use recycled goods.
Yeah.
well, no, this was like a long time ago, and I think they sued the thing, and now they get all the metal out of the
They don't-
recycled
Yeah,
paper.
now they don't put metal in paper
Yeah.
anymore.
How'd it explode, though?
I
Was it
don't
a
know,
spark?
but there was some sort of, or maybe the glass burst. I don't
Yeah.
know. There was some sort of thing where her friend, and she was standing right there. She says ever since then she was afraid of microwaves.
That's the kind of thing you make fun of someone for, and then you find out, and you're like, oh.
Oh.
Then you feel like an asshole.
Yeah. Well, my friend, I remember in 5th grade, told me that you have to wait 3 seconds after the microwave finishes.
Yeah.
Because
The
there's
radiation's still
radiation.
going. And if
still
you
going.
put your arm in, it'll burn your arm. I remember that.
And so I was like, really? So then I started waiting, and then
Yeah.
people would be like, I was at the microwave, like, what are you waiting on?
For the radiation. I feel like that's something that I feel like parents get irrationally mad when you open the microwave before it finishes, and that's like a lie that every parent tells their kids so they don't do that for whatever
Maybe that's
reason.
what it is.
Probably it.
Yeah, because it's like that's such a weird
So
thing
stupid.
that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember literally being told the exact same story.
Yeah, I would also always open it at like 1 second,
Yeah, same.
and they'd be like, why not wait the
Because
one?
I don't want to hear the beep. It makes
Yeah,
my head
exactly.
hurt.
I don't like the beep.
I have an aunt who once, when she was a little kid, she was walking through the grocery store, and back then sodas used to come in like glass bottles instead of like plastic containers like today. She said she was walking with her family down the aisle of a grocery store, and one of the glass bottles of soda just spontaneously exploded.
Because of the carbonation.
Right, and it's like, who knows, probably like a recycled or reused bottle or something. She was walking by and it just spontaneously exploded, and she had like a couple of cuts on her face where she said like the glass shards hit her in the face, just randomly walking through a grocery store. I guess that was a thing that happened way back when.
This simulation's bad.
Yeah,
This is a shit
Things a bit
simulation.
glitchy.
things just explode.
Yeah. Again, I feel like we're all living in a game of Sims that someone forgot to pause. Like, you pause it and you go pee or whatever, but you ever forget to hit the pause button, and you come back and like everyone's dead, everyone's
Like,
aged
they've just
up,
been like,
the
oh my
house
God.
is on fire, there's a ghost in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Kitchen was also on fire. That's how they died.
What's
Yeah,
the
the
longest
microwave.
game of
Someone.
Sims? How long could you leave it?
Like without
They would all die
interfering.
eventually.
Well, I think
If
it
they
depends
don't
on.
fall in
There's
love with each
aging now,
other.
isn't there?
We did a video like a year and a half ago where we tried to race to see who
Who
could.
could kill their Sims the fastest?
Yeah,
Like it was surprisingly hard.
Which Sims game?
Sims 4?
Whatever the newest one
I think it
was.
was 4 at the time.
And to be fair, like nobody had played a Sims game in a while, so like we weren't like versed in that game. So we were like, I think like fire, like start. We were all
Yeah.
trying to figure out ways to kill them.
Yeah.
And do it the fastest, but we didn't do any research.
They make it harder now.
They
I
can
guess.
climb out of pools now, I think, right?
What?
Yeah.
without-
You have
'cause
to
you
be
used to just
really
delete the
clever.
ladder and they
We
drown.
found that out.
Okay, well, can they climb out of the basement I made that doesn't have a door in it, where I'm forcing them to make paintings every day to make
But
money for the house?
Starving is slow in The Sims.
it was really slow.
It was surprisingly
That's
hard to
fucked
kill
up.
them.
That's worse somehow than them like starving after like 3 in-game days. The fact that it's just like day 14 and they're still pushing, and you're just like,
It's like a Saw
I
movie.
can't do this anymore.
Well, then we had a follow-up video where we tried to see who could make babies the fastest.
Yeah.
I made a baby so fast that I decided to prestige, and I made a second baby before some people were done
I
making
didn't
their
even.
first.
I never got a baby. I didn't even get someone to love me. And he had 2 babies.
I had 2 babies.
Can you adopt in that game?
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I didn't find out.
Buy a
It's not
baby.
making a baby though.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
conceive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been against the spirit of
Yeah.
the game.
Fair play.
Competition.
Those were a lot of
I,
fun.
I think it was my fault. I built my family too big. Too many people to keep up with.
When you,
I did
which
Lord of
one
the
was
Rings.
it? Was it? Yeah, I was gonna say, was it Lord of the
So it's
Rings
just
and the
all
one you
dudes?
murdered them, or the one where you had to try
Well,
to
they
make
were
a
the same
kid?
family. I made a Lord of the Rings family, so they were all like based off Lord of the Rings character, and I
So-
made a Galadriel. It's everyone was trying to in my family.
So
It
it
didn't.
was all dudes. Just put in the MPreg code, and then they
There's
can
a
all
code?
get pregnant. Yeah.
That's
There's a
cheap.
dude
No,
can
that's
get
cheap.
pregnant.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I mean, and also I didn't know it. I didn't know there was a code.
Yeah, I think it used to like manifest in The Sims 2 as like they'd get like abducted by aliens, and
so.
and then the dudes would get pregnant.
What?
I think you could also get crushed by looking in a telescope.
What?
Didn't like a satellite fall on your head or something in The Sims?
I think
crazy.
that sounds familiar. That sounds right. So if you don't look at it, it wouldn't hit you.
What a
don't remember.
silly little game.
I really only played Sims 1 and 2.
Yeah, me too.
The really good ones. Sims
Yeah.
3 was like too good. Like there was no longer like the glitchy weirdness of it. I feel it was like too polished. And then 4, I'm just like, what's the point?
Here's something that I discovered recently. Do you remember the expansion for The Sims?
Yeah.
The first one? Do you remember what it was called?
It was like cats. And
No, it was called Live in.
The
La Vida
dream.
Loca.
I think it was called Live in
It was
Large.
Living Large is what it was.
But
Large.
in the UK, it was called Living It Up. And I thought they were 2 different things. And I was getting really annoyed that I couldn't get Live in Large. Because I was like 12.
So
how
I-
much?
Go ahead.
How much time did you spend trying to see them naked in the shower?
The whole
Well, there was that cheat where you just move the shower while they're in it.
You could do that.
Yeah. And yeah, they look like they're just like Barbie dolls. Kens.
just flat down the front.
I remember me and my friend played that game. Where we were like, maybe this, like, try that angle up there, like, like what? Oh, like.
So I was curious. I decided to look something up.
Okay.
This is from August of 2020, so it's a little old information from a year ago. I was curious, if you were going to buy The Sims 4 and all the DLC, how much would it cost?
Are we gonna guess?
anybody-
As
wanna
it comes
take a
out,
guess?
as it came
it-
out.
No, I think like now.
I think the same as that Fortnite shirt.
If you were
I think yeah.
if you were going to purchase them all individually and not
full
like in a
price.
bundle.
I think it costs same as a PS5 with a disc non-digital version.
I would say it will cost 200 Criterion the rocks.
I was gonna guess around 200, 250.
But he means Criterion Rocks, which is that would
That's
be
like
like 500
$500?
bucks or so.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
And mine is also 500.
No, it's a callback. Don't worry.
It's
about
yeah.
Oh.
So you're guessing like $200,
250.
and
And
you're
I also
guessing
said 500. $499.99.
as of the time of this article, $689.66, so almost $700.
Wait, so it costs a PS5 with a second DualSense controller and Spider-Man Miles Morales when you buy it from QVC?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Do you have a PS5?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I keep trying to buy one. That's why
Me
I know
too.
how much they cost on every website.
Yeah, I still haven't got one.
I'm not going to buy from a scalper. I hope they all starve. I hope they all have to eat all the fucking boxes of PS5s that they hoarded came in.
That is, so what do you get for that? Just outfits and furniture and shit?
I guess so.
Yeah. It's like when The Sims 3 came out, I was so... When I got that, like, university expansion, and I also got the, like, one where you could be, like, a witch and shit, life-changing. It was, like, a magical beast expansion. You could be, like, a witch or a fairy, and it was...
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was so cool.
So like Harry Potter type
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, no, I don't think I don't know. I don't remember if you could combine those 2 expansions because the university one was off main game, like you were at a literal university.
I
But
don't like the ones where you could
Yeah.
leave home. It's too much.
well,
Just wanna
yeah.
Although, do you remember? I think it was like a demo or something or a trailer on the Sims 1 game. For a game called like Simville or something. where it's like it was like the whole street.
What?
But then
Oh, was that the GameCube version? SimCity?
I don't know. No, it was like somewhere between The Sims and SimCity, but it's called Simsville.
Simsville.
But I realized a couple of years ago, I don't think that game came out. I was looking forward to it, and I was
And
like,
it just never came out.
oh, I think it's been about 2 decades. I don't think the game's coming out.
I just looked it up. I forgot about it. It was canceled.
Wow.
When was it cancelled?
I'm trying to see when it was finally canceled. They kept
Okay.
pushing it back. They demonstrated it as recently as March of 2001.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing a little like FMV on the Sims disc,
9/11.
and it looked pretty good.
Yeah, it was. The trailer can be seen on SimCity 3000 Unlimited and the Sims Live and Large installation CD.
There you go.
There you go.
I wonder.
That was
I
where I saw
wonder
it.
what point in
We're
time
living it up.
Coming 2001. That's what it says.
it was like the most like companies were making games, like
Like the time period?
yeah,
What,
as
do-
in
what does
like
that mean?
like fat. Like, did you ever play the McDonald's McKids game on Nintendo?
What the fuck are
original?
you talking
No.
about?
Did you play that? It was actually an awesome game. It was a great. It was like a Mario style side scroller called McKids, and it had some great mechanics and like really.
Mechanics.
But yeah. Yeah, they were prepping you for the future in which you were a line cook making minimum wage working 13-hour shifts. Yeah.
But like,
This looks like a
fun.
Super Mario 2 ripoff, dude.
but
I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna
it's
lie.
really good. It's better.
It's a reskin.
It's actually a really good game. No, it's not
What?
even a reskin. It's like
Why don't you play it on YouTube?
It came
Yeah,
out
stream
in
it.
'92, and it
Find your
looks
ROM.
like a fucking Mario 2 ripoff.
it's not. It's really good. Eric, back me
Does
up.
that look like a Mario 2 ripoff to you?
Yeah, it's got grimace.
Yeah,
It's
it looks
Mario,
like the
but-
same.
It looks like
assets.
Mario 2
You
with
can go
different
upside
sprites.
down. That's you have to. There's things that make you go upside
Yeah.
down.
Look, there's the pedophile clown visiting you.
Yeah. it's literally Mario, but instead of being Italian plumbers, they're like, like
Fat American kids?
Yeah, they're Midwest.
But it's a cool
part
game.
of the country kids. Yeah, little Indiana boys.
Corn-fed boys.
Yeah, just real thicked up boys, real thicked up dudes.
They were getting ready for their
Burgers. Yeah,
Benching soccer boppers.
Pension half a pound.
please. It was like 2 to 4 pounds, right?
That was after you put the little shake weights on.
Yeah.
I just remember like every game I had, I played to the point where it was like you'd go insane because you only had like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know
Well, yeah. Well, Best Buy changed the whole game though.
Best Buy.
Yeah, or not Best Buy, Blockbuster, because you could rent games.
Well, yeah,
I used to. I used to love that. I never had a memory card though in any of my consoles.
Oh,
That was
jeez.
what sucked about the Nintendo cartridges that the save date was on them.
Yeah.
So you'd rent like halfway through
That's-
someone else's.
Yeah.
No, what you'd have to that was the scary thing is you'd rent a game, play it, and then I remember like begging my mom
To keep it?
no, well, it'd either let me keep renting it or if not, she made me return it. Then I'd like rent it again, hoping my save data would still be
Aw.
there.
It wouldn't.
Sometimes it would,
Oh,
but sometimes it wouldn't.
the dumbest rental I've ever done in my entire life. It's the stupidest thing. They should have never even rented this game out. It was Pokemon Crystal. Why would you rent out the Pokemon game? It's such a long game.
Well, that's I'm
it's-
talking about Final Fantasy games too.
Yeah.
That's why I would be like,
It's so dumb. It's
How
just like
long was it to rent for like a week?
probably.
well, I
how
think
much?
it was 3-day rentals, and
I
as a,
wasn't paying. As a child, I didn't know what money was.
I feel like you had to be conscious though, because your
No.
parents would only spend
No.
so much.
I didn't know the numbers. I
I-
just said, "Can I have this?" And they said, "You can have one." And I said, "That's a fair trade, mother. Thank you." Give the man the
Pleasure
plastic
doing
card.
business with your mother.
I knew the
You're
value relative to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I knew how much it cost to rent a game relative to like how much it costs to buy candy.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Skittles.
didn't know any of that.
Well, yeah.
You know, I grew up in a real small town, and we didn't have a Blockbuster. We had like local video rental places that would also rent.
Was
back
it some
then.
guy who used to drive to
NES games.
Blockbuster once a week?
Yeah,
That's
That's
actually
a good idea.
yeah.
a good idea.
But they would rent
Basically Netflix.
back then. They would rent Nintendo games, NES games, for 99 cents a day.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I remember
That man invented GameFly.
I would walk there to rent games because like I couldn't drive, like I was too young for it. And in my mind back then, I was like, God, it was a really far walk. Like, I would have to walk forever to get there to rent a game and then walk back. I decided to Google map it. I have never looked how far
gonna
that walk
guess.
actually is. It's 1.2 miles
Stop.
to walk there, and then 1.2 to walk
That's
back.
like a 30-minute walk, like round trip.
Yeah, even longer when you're little and you got stupid little legs and it takes forever to fucking walk. I remember it would be like all day, like, oh my god, okay, I gotta wake up early tomorrow, gotta
Yeah.
walk down to the to the video place.
Do you remember when you were little? Like, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't ever remember being tired from physical activity. Like, I was walking up the stairs and I got winded because I'm a piece of shit. And I was like, I don't ever remember being winded as a child.
Well, that's because you worked out with Sock and Bach.
Yeah,
Sock and You're always training.
Yeah,
But no,
my O2 max, my CO2 max, insane.
like, yeah, I don't think you did get tired. Like, I don't
Like is it
I don't know
limitless
when
energy.
that first feeling of like being sore from working
Yeah.
out, or like being like, when did that happen? 'Cause I don't remember that
I
as a
feel
child.
like it was the first time I had to run a mile in middle school. It was the first time I ever felt tired.
That's probably it. Yeah, like being forced to run a mile.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, that was.
This sucked.
At the
Give us a break.
weekend, I got a haircut, and it's like pretty far from where I live, but I could sort of see the area. I had to basically just walk like all the way across town.
Yeah.
And I was like, just walk home. And I looked after I got home. It was like 6 miles. It took me like several hours. I was like,
Were you late for your haircut?
No, I walked home, but it only took me like 8 minutes by car. So I was like, how? Couldn't have been that far. But it's like, it's Texas, so shit's really far and really straight. And I was just like, man, this street's long. I wasted half the day walking home.
Wait, did you walk back?
Yeah.
You didn't take a lift after you realized how long it was?
Well, no,
Or
I
like a
thought
scoot?
I thought eventually, I live over there, so I was like, I'm just walking that way. I was like, there's a lot of buildings, a lot of buildings between here and there. I just didn't bother to look.
It doesn't
on,
register.
on maps. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really far.
That's a long ass time, dude.
Yeah.
It took me like
To get a
almost 3
haircut.
hours.
God.
You sweated all the product out of the haircut by the time you got home, huh?
Yeah, well, I stopped to get food because I got hungry. Yeah, it was probably like
Those 45 minutes of it.
It's probably like 2.5 hours.
That's crazy.
Well, okay, I'll say this. You say I'm a serial killer. I think
Everyone says that.
No, not everyone.
No.
I think when someone gets a haircut, like, and then continues their day, I think that's crazy.
You get your hair washed. It's fine.
No,
No, I
because
kind
there's
of
little
understand. The little
the
hairs.
little hairs are so itchy.
They wash it.
They're all over you.
You wash it out.
No, they never get. No, when
No,
you
they're
get your
I'm
hair
talking about
cut,
like
not
they're like
washed,
all
just, like,
over your.
cut.
It's all up on your
no,
neck.
I agree with that one.
And
It's
then
gross.
like I only get haircuts and then immediately go shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was one of the factors of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was one of the factors why I wanted to walk because I was like, I don't know how I feel about like getting my hair all over someone's Uber or someone's actual car. So I was like, it's a nice day,
Yeah. It was very nice the other day.
But it's not like the end of a day to get a haircut.
Well, no, it's just the beginning of a shower.
yeah. No, I agree on that one.
So you would never get one like before work and then just
Oh
go straight
no,
to work.
I would go.
Why? So you can
Be
do
itchy
this
all day? Yeah, and be like I'm shedding little shrapnels of hair everywhere I go.
It's disgusting.
Maybe that
I
is
agree.
maybe that is a serial killer in me because I can't leave
Yeah,
evidence.
you can't leave evidence.
gotta leave your DNA everywhere.
Jesus.
All right. Well, I think we're at a good place to stop.
Okay.
We learned a lot about. I feel like every time Chris is on, we learn a lot
We
about him.
learned
But
so
today
much about Chris.
was extra. So anyway, FBI, contact us if you want to find out or to get in touch with them. But thanks for watching, everybody. Oh yeah, don't forget if you're a first member, you get access to RSS feeds, audio podcasts, 24 hours before the general public. You can. What is the URL? Do you remember?
It's in the description.
It's in the description of this video. So if you're a first member, you can do that. If you're not a first member, you can go to roosterteeth.com/first to learn more, get a 7-day free trial, listen to the podcast before everyone else. But anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.